Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, this is our ongoing meditation session. And be comfortable yourself and relax your body. So once we get connected with our other students, we're ready to start the session for today. Yes, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. And keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring attention to this bell sound. And while you focus into the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, let's take few minutes to understand how this meditation practice can help for us to develop our conventional life. And out of that conventional development, how you can gain your spiritual success. So always you have to remember your spiritual practice cannot be separated from your conventional life. Always you have to know that your conventional life, conventional world is the foundation. On the top of that foundation, you have to develop your spiritual practice. It is not you withdraw from it, resist your conventional life, You go against it. You fight with it like that. Always you have to find the harness, more understanding, flexibility, adaptivity, and go with it and merging day-to-day situations without clash, without fight, without resistance. Go through the situations is the skill that you need to develop, because the world is not a separated place from you. You are itself is the world. Whatever in your mind itself is the world. So then how this mind work? Minds depend on concept. Another way we call the ideas. So what are the concept means? Thoughts. So how we accumulate thoughts out of our perception with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. So rather than go to outside world and waiting for something or looking for something out in the outside world, through the meditation, it helps you to go inward, look inside you and purify your own mind from your own thoughts. And once you have that, once your mind becomes purified from your own thoughts, you gain tranquility state. So that tranquility state leads you to have the happiness and satisfaction. When it comes to meditation practice, there are two major techniques we develop. One is called tranquility meditation, which we call the samatha bhavana. Another one called the vipassana meditation or the insight meditation. One is called panya bhavana, another one called the wisdom bhavana. The one is called the Chitta Bhavana, another one called the Vipassana called the Panya Bhavana. And another meaning, another way that you can understand what is this tranquility meditation. So samatha, another meaning for this word, I found out, may peace and tranquility be with you. That also called samatha. May peace and tranquility together. You develop as a, because in the very conventional world, it is very necessary for us. We all look for that. That's all our mental conditions depend on it. And when it comes to vipassana level, rather than peace and tranquility state of the mind, it go more deeper into critical analytical investigation. So that there you don't look for a place to settle down. There you don't have hopes to, you don't have any hopes to things to be perfect or nice to you. You don't go with the outside condition, you don't go with the situation. You are not depending on it. But in a conventional world, peace and tranquility, you are depending from the outside situation. In the vipassana levels, you are not depending on the outside situation. And another thing, when it comes to this tranquility meditation and vipassana, because understand this difference will help for you to get into more deeper practice. So that's why every day I am trying to open different windows different point of views regarding these two words. What's really mean by samatha and what's really mean by vipassana. So, because if you have the very clear understanding regarding these two, you are capable to navigate your practice. Every day we know there are more and more and more informations keep coming towards this meditation. So in the ancient, like 200 years back, people didn't practice meditation like this. There are very few people used to practice this. In the ancient time, of course, people used to practice, but when it comes to this reason, this very near past history, we see that people didn't practice meditation that much. Very few people. And even that people had a very, very kind of like a strong resistance from the society. The society didn't accept it that much. And it was a very, very isolated path. And even when it comes to the men, and there are very few people used to practice, and for women, very rare people that the women used to practice meditation. And still, in the spiritual path, there are very few. It's like most of time, you don't see that women give spiritual lectures. Church, the mosque, other religious places, most of time, they don't teach like that. They don't, even though they practiced, it was a kind of like a very, very isolated. And in the yoga, meditation, and spiritual teachings, so those kind of things. But now it is little bit becoming different, and because of this communication system, this all the social medias, now everybody have a window to express their ideas. So that way that we can see now little by little this meditation also becoming very popular. So now more and more and more information keep coming. So, but still you have to remember, the most of time people try to explain their personal ideas, point of views regarding meditation. So nothing wrong about it. But remember, following another person doesn't make any sense to you. Why you have to follow another person? Because that person also in this conventional world, that person also going to get sick, get old, die, and will be born again somewhere. So then if you keep follow, you're going to get the same result like that. And some people can claim they are attained to enlightenment, but they don't explain what is that enlightenment, or they don't tell their followers how they can come to the same place like he or she achieved to that whatever the enlightenment. So, but when it comes to the Buddha's teaching, it is totally different. So even though we venerate to the Buddha, always have to remember, when it comes to Dharma, we name as a Buddha Dharma because he is the one who bring it up, but we are not personalizing it. It is not limited to just to the Buddha. Dharma is always here. Buddha is the one who saw that. And when you see the truth, what happens? That is where you have the compassion. So that's why so seeing the truth bring the wisdom, and other way, once you have the wisdom, that you have the compassion. So that is why that with the compassion, he teaches us the truth. So following the Dharma means you are not following just a person. Following the Dharma means learning the Dharma means listening the Dharma means you are not worshipping a person. You are recognizing, you are understanding, you are following, you are practice the very fundamental quality or the nature of this existence. It is not you or it is not somebody else. That is the very nature of this world. Once you come to that path, what happens? You are more deeply understanding this inner mechanism. And rather than personalizing your experience, you understand it as a part of the world. So that's a totally different way of journey. And when it comes to meditation, there are the tranquility meditation and vipassana meditation, that another way that you can understand. One is tranquility meditation means settling down. You allow everything to settle down as it is. But that everything, the cause and conditions going to be there. You are not going to change that anything, or you are not interfering with it. You allow everything to happen, settle down as it is. But when it comes to the vipassana level, what happened? You are not settling down. You are not looking for a place to settle down. You go deeper into situation. You investigate about it. You go to the very root level of thoughts, mental formations, cankers, memories, and go deeper, deeper, deeper into it and recognize from where it comes. See that? Tranquility meditation, settling down on the surface level. So it's like somebody surf on the top of the waves. Vipassana means like a deep diving. So these two people have two different kind of experience. When it comes to tranquility meditation, when you're surfing, that you see the waves and other people can see it, enjoy it, you are depending from perception in kind of like a totally different way. You are always navigating, adapting according to the waves and situations. So that is our conventional life. But when it comes to deep diving, it's totally different behavior. No one going to see you there. You cannot depend on others' opinion there. Rather than the waves, you find a more deeper inner current. And it's when you go deeper, deeper, deeper into it, it's become more dark. And it's becoming kind of like a very dangerous. There are unknown things you find. But when you go deeper, there is something beautiful thing happen. What happens when you go deeper into the ocean? You find some history there. You can find some memories there. Everything linked to something. So whatever you find out there, so maybe it has a long, long history. So like that, when you go deeper into yourself, within your own mind, you start to recognize that's whatever is happening within in the moment, that there is something which you never see there yet. There is something deeply connected to your past. So, but still you go deeper into it and you're recognizing it. So that is vipassana. See, remember that two different levels. Surfing on the surface level and deep diving. And when it comes to our day-to-day life, this all depending on our concept. So what is this concept? Because there concept and reality. So the reality is whatever exists as it is. And what is concept? So concept is kind of like this. Your thoughts, ideas related to I am, me, myself, or somebody else, or something. Those are the ideas we have. Somehow it related, it connected to me, myself, I am, or somebody, or something. Just imagine then, that connection related to me, myself, I am, or somebody, or something happened in the past. Now we hold as memory. And then what happens out of that memory? Mind has a power to reproduce. You can bring very brand new ideas, thoughts. So this mind has this creativity, ability to create things. And so another way to understand what is this concept, because understanding it's very important for you to break it down. So it's a concept mean another way, mental representation. Whatever you understand through your mind is concept. And another way, the concept mean whatever you take in with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, whatever you took yourself to inside, also concept. And another thing is, with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, when we take informations and try to understand it inside us, connecting, this is very important, connecting various sensory information also called concept. So that means you see something and just by seeing itself, you cannot understand about it. So then what happened? I bring some information by hearing. And then inside my mind, I connect that both informations, what I took from my eye and from my ear, and then combine it and try to understand the outside world or even inside me. So that also called concept. I think that is one of the very, very beautiful way to categorize that understand it, because it give a very clear understanding regarding concept, and you can very easily take it part and you can very easily reverse it. So whatever, remember that whatever the concept that you have, always you have to remember it always combination of sensory information, not just by one sensory information, combination. So then just imagine what you see. And when you hear about it, you may not going to hear exactly what you saw. And then what happens? Because you saw something, now you want to hear about it, and you hearing something totally different than what you saw, but you combine it and you then byproduct something inside you, reproduct something inside you. And then you hold it as something, and you hold it as an idea. And then it is your concept, and you believe it, and you hold it, and you trust it, and then you bring it to the world, and you try to market it, sell it, buy it, and worship it, and tell other people to take it, and you follow it and tell other people to follow it. So like that. So then whatever in your mind exists as ideas, remember, it is not the outside world. So that is the magic of the mind. And sometimes we born in this world, we experience this all, one day we die, but still we never touch the reality. We from the birth to death, we can live in the cocoon of concept. You may not going to come out of it and experience the world like the butterfly. You never going to, maybe you're not going to become a butterfly. You're going to be in that cocoon. But meditation means what? Allow you to get out of that concept. Ideas, mental formations. So then where you can find a place not to depend on concept. That is where the present moment play the role. Because right now, right here, what you experience is not related to concept or the ideas. So your physical body in this very moment, your pain, sensation, so whatever the experience happening in this very moment is not an idea. It is not a concept. It is not a very kind of like a byproduct of sensory informations. And when it comes to the present moment of clear experience, your inhalation, exhalation is one of the major powerful mental object that you have. So that's why we take the inhalation, exhalation as primary mental object. So then bring your attention to here and just observe it without interfering, without putting your ideas to it, without holding or manipulating it. Don't try to slow down or don't try to make heavy or long inhalation, exhalation. Just let it be, because inhalation, exhalations, it's a bodily action. So let it happen. But be aware about it. When it happens, can you see how the inhalation happens, how the exhalation happens? Don't personalize it. Don't grab it. Don't put a the tag on it, thinking this is me, I am doing this. No, you can't do inhalation, exhalation. If you can do inhalation, exhalation, you're not going to die. You can live forever here. Because most of the time people in their last moment, they try to keep their breathing. They try to breathing in or breathing out. They cannot do that. Why? It's a bodily action. You cannot do anything about it. So don't try to do it. Just withdraw your mind and just observe. Develop it as a skill. Observe, observe, moment by moment, not just observe, observe and recognize, more and more. Make it clear, sharp, clear, sharp. So that make you clear, kind of like a bring to tranquility level, settle down, your whatever the mind here and there, going here and there, settle down, and anymore no any strong desires arising, no doubt, no laziness. So your mind settled down slowly, little by little, your body, breathing, mind start to work as one. So once you come to that level, you are capable to see how the thoughts arising and disappearing. The thought itself. So it has the same nature like the inhalation, exhalation. So now you saw how the inhalation, exhalation happens itself. And then later you can see how the thoughts arise and go away itself. Just observe it. So then the experiencer, not interfering to any thoughts, but you see it, recognize it, but you don't go with it. And that way you will see the power of recognition, give the clarity, not to interfere, not to get disturbed out of anything, but to understand. So that's the surface. Then by the time, little by little, you can go more deeper, deeper into it. So that will take you to kind of like not just the be on the surface level, it will take you to the deeper level to be like a deep diver, and then you find more historical evidence. And that is why you understanding from where this all comes. But still, always remember, whatever we see, whatever we experience, don't try to personalize, don't hold it to it. This all by the time going to change. Fundamentally, that is the truth. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left, neck get straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say so patveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times, please, and find the sensation. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens through the sensation, recognize it, do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, village, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Binsuwa, pray strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward, visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Also, by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata cha ammihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Patipattiya Buddham Pujemi Dhammam Pujemi Sangham Pujemi Attaya Imaya Patipattiya Jati Jara Vyadi Maranam Ha Paribunjisami Idamme Punya Kammang Asavakkaya Vang Hotu Sabba Dukkha Pamunchatu. Bless you.